Hey everybody! See, now there's a counter. Oh, no, it went away. Let's see. Hold on. Hey everybody, it's Josh, and
Rabbi Jill Zimmerman.
that was a delayed response.
I know because I know. Okay, go ahead.
So we are trying this again because nobody started watching us, and still nobody's watching us. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe people are busy.
Too busy for you?
How could that be?
I don't know.
How could that be?
Maybe we should do it.
And people wrote me that they were going to come.
Did you
I
do
wonder
so?
if something's wrong with Facebook.
Could it be?
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, what do we do? What do you do in a case like this?
I think you just wait.
I think no. I think we should start.
Okay.
Because
all
people
right,
can listen to
all
the
right,
replay.
We can retry it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You just interrupted my intro.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Josh, and this is.
That's his announcer voice. His announcer voice.
You just ruined it again.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Josh, and this is.
Ask the Rabbi.
With.
Rabbi Jill Zimmerman.
Who is that?
That is me.
And I am.
The son.
Paternity test. Still coming in.
The son.
Right.
Yeah, like there's any question.
Right. So we got that down. It's a good spiel. Anyway,
Okay.
We're going to get right to it since nobody's watching us right now. Oh, we got one viewer. Hey, viewer, where are you?
Maybe
Who
it's
are
Carol.
you?
Because
Carol, is that
wrote.
you?
I hope that's Carol.
If it is, join and tell us where you are and who. Oh, gone.
Okay, listen.
Okay, so let's go into this.
The one thing that I want to mention is that if you want to be notified, then there's a way that you, there's something that you click that says that you want to ask to be notified of future broadcasts.
So what should people do?
They should do that.
Okay.
I forgot what it is. It's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we talking about today? What's
Today-
the first thing people should know? We are sorry we've taken so many days off or weeks off. It's been busy. You've been doing. Oh, we got a viewer.
Okay.
Hey viewer, who are you? Go ahead and join. Tell us where you're calling from or viewing from. Oh, gone.
You know what? I think there's a problem.
Could there be?
I think there's a network
Error?
connection problem.
Do you want to call Facebook?
Yeah, like we're going to actually get through to Facebook.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
you've been doing funerals and weddings.
And teaching classes.
Right. So who are you? And tell us what we're doing.
I am Rabbi Jill Zimmerman. We live in Los Angeles, and I have a group called the Jewish Mindfulness Network. My entire focus of my rabbinate is about looking at mindfulness through the lens of Judaism, and also Judaism through the perspective of mindfulness. So that's what my work is focused on. And actually mindfulness is woven throughout all the work that I do, even with couples, with families, etc.
Oh,
so,
we got a thumbs up. Hey,
Okay,
hey
great.
viewer, who
So-
are you? Where are you calling from? Type in the comments. That would be great. Oh, hey Hal.
Hi, Hal.
Hal,
So
always.
nice to see you. Love Hal.
Love Hal.
Okay.
Hashtag love Hal.
So
what if people want to know more about what you're doing and keep up to date? What can they do?
we're going to put in the comments section later the group Delaware. Great. Hal is from Delaware. How to get more information about Hineni, the Mindful Heart community, which has just turned into a beautiful community, a collection of people who are really interested in mindfulness at the intersection of Judaism. And so we have a different theme every month. This last month we looked at the still small voice. And next month we're going to look at the beginning of the high holiday season, poetry, texts, lessons, etc.
So, I want to ask you, how did it go when it came to the group that people are joining?
Oh, the Mindful Summer?
Don't tell everybody about it because you can still join, but how is it?
A Mindful Summer has been fantastic.
Huge success, as Donald Trump would say, or Bernie.
Huge
success. Huge success. Anyway, all right, let's get Jewish on you.
I will do that again. All right. So we're going to talk about, we have a topic today.
We do. Okay, go for it.
So the topic today is about 3 lessons that we can learn from the wilderness. And by that, what I mean...
The wilderness here in
the
Los
wilderness.
Angeles?
So the wilderness, the wilderness in Los Angeles and anywhere that you are. Right now in the year's Torah readings, we're in the book called, the Greek is, and English is Numbers. The Hebrew is Bamidbar, which means in the wilderness. This is the time period in which we, as a people, wandered for 40 years. And it's a really interesting.
A long time. That's like going from here to the valley on the 405. Just one
you take
one
the
day.
5 to the 405
right.
to the, and you have to say
134
in front of the.
Right.
Never take
it
the
feels,
134.
Why?
It's a bad road.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, let's go back to seriousness. So, there are. I think that the book of the wilderness is one of the most important books in the Torah. There are so many incredible lessons that, and the thing I want to say about studying Torah is that it is always good to ask the question when we're reading text, what does this mean for me? So it's not like we're reading history. It's not like we're reading someone else's story. It's very important to put ourselves in the story. So when we talk about the wilderness, it's not like the wilderness way back then, although we use the Torah story as a basis, but it's looking at what's the wilderness for what do we call the wilderness? And the wilderness in our life can be anything from the wilderness of illness or aging or grief, because those are time periods in which the rules change and we don't really know where we are. So there is a famous midrash, which because I had to give my computer in because it's broken.
What kind of computer is that?
It's a MacBook, and so it's in the shop.
So hey, Apple, if you want to sponsor this.
I can't remember who actually was the person who said this, but it's important. There's a midrash that says, the Torah, wisdom, was given in the wilderness. And what that means is that not just that on Mount Sinai that the Torah was given, but that during the wilderness, times in which there's rebellions, there's leadership challenges, there's things that it's the I don't know realm. When you leave a place of security and go to a new place, an unknown promised land, there's this period of time where we just don't know what is. And it's in that wilderness, even in our own life, in which lessons are learned. So I want to talk about 3.
That's so moving. If I want to know more about that, where can I go?
You can sign up for Hineni, the Mindful Heart Community. Josh loves that title.
It is.
Well, what would you want to call it, Josh?
I don't know. You guys let us know. What should it be called? Should be the Mindful Heart? I mean, I feel like you should go to Woodstock and do that.
DC.
Hey,
hi,
Jesse. Thank you for
nice
joining.
To see you. Yeah, so Josh feels like we should put up a contest for what it should be instead of Hineni Mindful Heart Community, because
it rolls off the tongue so easily.
He doesn't like it.
It just sounds sappy.
Okay.
What do you think?
So
Hal? Jesse?
You can write in the comments.
You can.
I would like to start saying what there's 3 things we're going to talk about in terms of the wilderness.
Here we go.
So the first thing has to do with complaining. Number
you
1.
You are good at that.
Number 1 is about complaining.
Okay.
Well, let me just say that the wilderness also can be thought
Thanks,
about.
Hal.
Thank you, Hal.
Yeah.
See, Hal's in the group.
Hal.
Hal you get extra points for that.
Yeah, okay,
it's
Hal.
wonderful to have Hal in the group.
We always love Hal. All right, so
love Hal.
Complaining.
Okay, so I want to say about the book of the wilderness is that this is what we think of as the adolescence of the Jewish people. There's a huge amount of rebellion, challenges to leadership, and it's like adolescence. It's like
why are you pointing at me?
Because you're like in a constant state of rebellion.
Bullshit.
So the first thing has to do with complaining. Almost at the very first parsha in the book of Bamidbar, the Israelites start complaining. They complain about everything. And what's important about their complaining is that they were slaves in Egypt. Okay, slaves.
Can we get to the three?
This is number one.
But
number
you got to go through the top
Oh, you
of
want
them.
okay, so thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Complaining.
So number one is complaining. Number two is the stories we tell ourselves.
Like, from what? From
I'm
Torah?
not there yet.
Okay.
The stories that we tell ourselves. And the third thing is dealing with strong emotions. Those are the three things we're going to talk about today.
You have
three things.
You have none of those.
Okay, wait a minute. So number one is complaining. There's a lesson in this.
Okay.
So
I hope there's a lesson in all of them.
The Israelites were slaves, and yet, so now they're free. Almost immediately.
Did you just have a brain?
No, I'm thinking about how to phrase it because this is not scripted.
Obviously.
Almost immediately, they start complaining and saying things like they are visualizing how wonderful it was back in Egypt. The fish that they used to eat, the water that they had to drink. Now, I want to share with you that in the Torah, they are getting fed every night, kind of miraculously, by manna, okay? And
Thank you, Hal.
by manna.
You get a thumbs up on that one, Hal.
Okay, but and water, because wherever Miriam goes, there's water. So they have their needs met, but it's different than what they knew in Egypt. Now, this is a really common thing that we do as human beings, where we look back and we say, it used to be better. Now, number one, I think neurologically, there's something that goes on in our brains
Jewish
that
brains.
we think that things used to be better.
Grass is always greener.
There's been some studies where, people will say the good old days, and the studies show that what people think, as the farther we are from something, the better it looks, like we get further from the emotions. So the thing about complaining is that they, instead of accepting the way things are and being grateful for they are free, even though it's a world in which they're trying to figure out how we survive in the wilderness, they are challenged, like we're challenged, to stay in the present moment with what is versus looking back and complaining that things were better in the past. So I'm idealizing the past. Like Josh does this a lot with
okay, here we go.
With the fact that we moved from Seattle.
And you ruined our lives. And
that I ruined his life because we had a wonderful, beautiful life in Seattle.
Oh, we have a special guest too.
And we owned a gorgeous home with a very partial view of Mount Rainier, incredible garden.
I got a great view from my room.
And we left, and the only
Why did we leave?
We left because I got accepted to rabbinic school, and this was a calling from my soul that this was what I soul needed to do with the rest of my life. And so, I can relate to this in the hardship of starting a whole new life. I said to myself many times, I wish
we owned
our house.
You didn't ruin our lives.
Things would have been better.
Nobody's watching. Everyone just left.
Oh.
You know what?
Here's
the thing.
No.
We
have to go to number two.
I think we should redo this on
the whole thing.
Yeah, on a different page. I think on your normal page, because wait, what does that say?
Because people aren't watching.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Josh is looking at the news.
Yeah.
Go to my page.
Nobody's watching. Someone
There's
is.
One person.
Hey, person, who are you? Where are you calling from?
I think it's still Hal.
Hal, is that you? Oh, Hal. See? Yeah, no.
We love Hal.
We love Hal.
Okay.
Hal, I think we're going to...
Let me do number two.
Okay.
Number two lesson has to do with the Scouts. And
Boy Scouts?
the scouts and the spies. I did a whole Facebook Live about this. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it, but it has to do with the stories that we tell ourselves. And the reason that the current generation of Jews, of the Israelites, were not able to go into the land.
You just burp?
No, I just had something caught in my throat.
Okay.
Into the land was because we didn't believe in ourselves. And so the lesson from that, number 2 lesson, is what are the stories that we tell ourselves about who we are and what we can do and what we're capable about. And it's very important to periodically examine those stories and check them, and to think about whether or not we are living in the past.
Everyone left again.
I think there's something wrong with Facebook. Anyway, I think we should continue. That's number 2.
Okay.
Is the stories we
Number
tell
3.
ourselves. And number 3 has to do with strong emotions that we saw with Moses in a couple sessions ago, Parshiot ago, where it was last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago, where he strikes the rock out of anger because the people he's still here. Hal is still here. It's something wrong with the counter.
No, it's
so
not.
Let's not worry about it. Okay. So
if you're here, leave a comment below or a thumbs up. How can you give us a thumbs up
he's here?
That was a long time ago.
He's still here.
I know, but somebody give us a thumbs up so we know that actually somebody's watching. For
or
God's
a
sake.
heart,
Why a heart or crying face? Oh, see, they're gone.
I think there's a connection problem.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hal, can you hear us all the way through? Are we not? Are we? You are like.
Oh, yeah, Hal. Is it breaking up? Is it?
We're complaining a lot.
You're complaining. I haven't complained
You're
one time.
You're yelling at me too. I'm here. I know, Hal. We know you're still here.
No, but it's not. But it's not. Here's the thing. It's not showing up. Well, it shows up that you're there, and then it shows up that you're not there. So this is really.
Are you cheating on us, Hal?
This is giving Josh Spilkies. Okay.
What did you?
Spilkies.
Is that an STD?
Do you notice? One thing that I think is really interesting, is a little off topic, is how many newscasters use Yiddish words. So today,
like Chris Matthews.
Chris Matthews who's a good Catholic, evidently.
What do you mean, evidently?
Well,
of course he is.
He says he's a good Catholic. Today said Mishigas.
He didn't say that today.
Yes, he did.
Again?
I just watched him.
He did it again?
Like an hour ago.
That's the second time he's done it.
In Meet the Press. He likes
Mishigas?
Mishigas. He likes Mensch. There's other Yiddish that he likes. So I think that's fantastic. The third lesson from the Book of the Wilderness has to do with strong emotions. There are several different examples in this book, the Book of Bamidbar, in the wilderness, where people's emotions get the better of them. One of those
never happens to you.
One of those is Moses when he strikes the rock instead of speaking to the rock, and this became the reason that he didn't go into the promised land. But we also see this out of control emotion. This with Pinchas and also Korach. These are characters in the book of Numbers in which either their zeal gets out of control or their jealousy and impetuousness. And so
big words. We're playing
yeah,
Scrabble?
I know. Big words. I have a good vocabulary.
Yep.
I score very high
Should
on
we
those.
tell them what you said before?
No. So the lesson is that it is understandable when we're in the wilderness, when we're in the world of the unknown, to have strong feelings. And yet, acting from that place of zealousness or anger does not get us to the promised land. That's the lesson.
Okay.
And that's why mindfulness practice is so important, so that we lengthen that period of time between the stimulus and the response and begin to have choice over what we want to do in situations in which we are angry or lost.
And where can people know?
People can find out about Hineni the Mindful Heart community unless we.
Hey, Stacy. Stacy. The Sacred Pause. Thanks,
the
Hal.
Sacred Pause. Yes, the Sacred Pause. Oh, Hal, are you suggesting the Sacred Pause as a title instead of Hineni, the Mindful Heart community?
Oh, I get nauseous every time. That could be
I think it's
like
a great
new
title.
Diet supplement.
In any case, if you want to find out about our, oh no, I think what Hal is suggesting.
Where can people go?
Okay, Josh,
You are
do
all
not
over the
interrupt
place. It's my job.
Where people can go to find out about Hineni is, I'm going to put the link on. It's on my website.
What is it?
www.ravjill.com.
Can you say it one more?
I'm not spelling it.
Why
You're
not?
going to spell it.
www.r is in.
I said I wasn't going to spell it.
But you're going to do it.
No.
Everyone loves it. Hal, do you like when she does this? Stacy?
Thank you, Hal. He likes Hineni. We're
Right.
staying with Hineni.
R
okay?
is in.
But I want to mention that the reason that Hal wrote The Sacred Pause is because he was describing that space that I was talking about between stimulus and response. There should be a pause, and we can learn by mindfulness practice how to really create that pause in our life, and that has to do with having mindfulness practices in our own lives. Yeah, Hal. See, it just took me a second, but I knew what you were talking about. We can learn how to have more pause in our lives.
Where can people go to learn more about this?
I'm going to post it. It's on my website.
What is that website?
It's called www.ravjill.com.
Let's do it.
And it's the class, under the classes section, it's the Mindful Heart community. Would love to have, it's a beautiful community of people. And
it is.
Every single month we have different topics. This next month in August, we're going to be really looking at kind of walking into spiritual practices that allow us to walk into the high holiday season with consciousness, with intention, and I hope that people will Hal, put the website in.
Hal, you need to do a hashtag afterwards ad that this is we're not paying you, or this is an endorsement, but because the FTC will or FCC, sorry.
So I guess I want to ask people if you have any questions about mindfulness practices, or about the Book of Numbers, or really about anything that you'd like to ask. I'd be really happy to entertain questions. And also, if you want to ask Josh any questions, that's fine.
That's okay. By the way, we didn't talk.
We didn't have our special guest.
Nor did we talk about our background.
We have a different background.
We thought we would mix it up. What do you guys like, the other one or this one? The one behind us is actually fake. My mom did not read all those books.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I actually did. Maybe one Facebook Live, we should do a tour of my bookshelves. Because
that would take way too long.
I have a lot of books. I'm a real book person.
We would sell them.
Don't we need to have our guest come and say hi?
I think we may hold that to next time.
What? No, you promised people a special guest. Okay, I guess maybe not.
Yeah, we'll wait. Okay, everybody. Once again, if you want to know more, if you have ideas for what this Ask the Rabbi thing should be, let us know. How you are always a source of information. Should we do a whole Facebook Live video about how? I don't know. Now we have 4 people as we're wrapping up. But we want to know what you guys think, what we should talk about, because...
Now the people are here. I want to review.
Nope, they're going back down. As soon as you start talking, people start leaving.
Josh, excuse me, but I believe that you were just the one talking.
And they're back. They're back up. Okay, so
I think there's technical problems.
I think that's
I want to wish everyone well with the crazy weather going around the country. We have been just 30 minutes from here are the fires called the Sand Fire. It's been unbelievable. Yesterday I posted some pictures, as people did all over Los Angeles.
Didn't post mine.
Unbelievable.
Didn't post mine.
Josh has a good photo. You can post it. Didn't I share it?
I don't know.
Some amazing photos, because the entire air quality around the city of Los Angeles has been affected by this very, very serious fire. We really need rain. So
Pray
for rain.
And while you're doing that, thanks for the thumbs up. While you're praying for rain, here's the thing. Go to, you thirsty there?
We have 5 people. 4.
Yeah, 4. By the way, in this
also
is vodka.
There is no vodka, although that's not a bad idea.
Okay. We should do.
You know how they have drunk history on YouTube? We should do
Drunk Rabbi. What do you guys think?
I think I probably shouldn't do that.
You probably should. I mean, you could get a lot of. Listen, she will offer that as a course on www.robjill.com. Drunk Rabbi, and we will get some very notable rabbis on there.
I'm actually pretty funny when I just one drink. Okay, one, that's enough.
You can ask a few of my friends. We played Cards Against Humanity. Remember that? And you had your Urban Dictionary out because you didn't know what some of the words meant.
We're not going there. We're not going there. I think it was from your birthday.
No,
maybe it was New Year's. Okay. There's also really bad weather.
Nobody cares about the weather. What is this?
Because there's serious weather.
What are you, the weather woman?
I want people to be safe.
Okay.
Where
be
they
safe.
Hell, I think there's big storms out in oh no, that was in Pennsylvania.
Did you hear about
maybe
this?
Not.
Rio. Speaking about everything coming up, the Olympics, Rio is handing out 46 condoms per athlete.
Josh. That is so unnewsworthy for.
It's on CNN.
Ask the rabbi.
I'm asking the rabbi.
So.
Is 46 condoms?
Oh, there's a question in there.
Yeah, is 46 condoms per athlete?
Okay.
There's 11,000 athletes.
I think what I should do. I'm going to summarize the 3 lessons from the wilderness and just totally ignore this crazy segue. Right. Number 1.
So you're not going to answer the condom question?
I'm absolutely not. It has nothing to do with the subject. Number 1 is that complaining about the way things were. No. Complaining about the way things are and wishing that things were, putting your energy into where things were in the past is not good practice. It's important to accept where you are. That's number 1. Number 2 has to do with being more conscious through the meditation practice of the stories that we tell ourselves about who we are, what we believe, etc. And the 3rd has to do with strong emotions and learning how to not act from that place of strong emotions.
That one you could work on.
Who could work on that?
You. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay, everybody.
Dan,
thank you for being
If you
part
want to
of
know
us.
more, here's the deal. You can go to
Dan Lazarus. We grew up together.
Okay, off topic.
Dan, if you have any
Hal,
questions, Hal.
I'm afraid the only thing that
I'll retain from the
Yes. Thank you, Hal.
Hal, no.
You're back in my good graces, my friend. Give me a thumbs up right now on that one. So, all right, so now we know from feedback that we're going to talk more about sex on Ask the Rabbi.
No, Josh,
Procreation.
You can
thumbs up! We got thumbs up on that one. Yes!
I think that what should happen is that Josh should do Ask the Millennial, or whatever it is. I don't know what you call yourself. You're not a millennial, right?
I am.
Are you a yuppie?
I'm not.
Are you a millennial?
A yuppie or a guppy?
Are you a millennial?
I'm on the upper side of the millennial.
By the way, we've had a whole video in which we have failed to mention. Thank you, Jesse.
What about the condoms, Jesse?
The 3-point summary. Thank you.
You know the 3-point summary with the 3 viewers.
I want to mention that we have not talked about
condom. Wraps right up. Get that?
We haven't talked about in this video yet that Josh is still single.
Why are you stuttering? Why are you stuttering over it?
Still looking, because I want, number 1, a woman in my family. Okay. That I can bond with. Right. Because I'm overwhelmed by testosterone of you guys. And number 2, that with a little bit of time, I need some grandchildren.
Speaking of condoms.
I need some grandchildren.
Speaking of condoms.
Yeah. No,
first you
find somebody.
Jewish or not Jewish?
Get married. Well, at this point, John.
Wait, what do you mean? At this point for me or for you?
for you.
Yeah.
For you. I'm looking at grandchildren. And
Benny is much more, your other son
Benny is also available. He's 26. He's in New York City.
Hal, you're dead to me.
I think he'll be single for quite some time.
Hal, you know what? I may block you from this. We can do that.
Hal, does that mean that you're not voting for a Ask the Millennial with Josh?
Hal, what the hell? I thought we were close. But
I think he'll be single for...
Okay,
so
in
this video, we're going to end by praying
complaining.
For rain, praying for rain.
Right.
Praying for a young woman for Josh.
Right. That's correct. Okay, Hal. Okay.
Okay.
Know where we stand.
Josh, Hal likes you.
Obviously not.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Where can people go?
Stay safe and go to ravjill.com.
Say it with some more passion.
ravjill.com.
Right.
And really consider joining Hineni.
Don't consider it. Do it.
Okay, do it. He likes Jew. Hal likes you.
He likes Jew?
He likes you.
You said he likes Jew.
I do like Josh. Okay.
I know, but you said he likes Jew.
Please consider...
Please. Do it.
Oh, see, I'm the nice one.
I'm
Josh
the one that actually makes the decisions. Do it.
You do not make a decision. Join Hineni. And Hal, if you want to write what your experience is as a member of Hineni, that would be fantastic.
That's right, Hal. You may get like 3 or 4 points to get back in my good graces on that one. But...
Have a great day.
So what was it? Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Use condoms.
Okay.
That's part of staying safe.
We're done. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later. What do you think? Good?
We're done.
I know. What?